Taylor.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The Colts had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Taylor going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
2nd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 75 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Offense at the line and set to go. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the counter, it's Taylor.
Call a no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's 2nd and 9. Ball again on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Here's Herbert. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And Oliver drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Second down and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. At their own 46-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Stopped at the 35-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So give him 2 yards there. On the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running straight ahead, Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action. It's Herbert. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To the air again, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Oliver picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Herbert completes it to Fant on the right side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
What a spin.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Jets have recovered.
But that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Room here to run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing to battle.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Throwing, Herbert.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert.
That is taken in by the tight end Fan. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Herbert going to throw.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
Herbert.
And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
At halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments.